invitation to Chief Guest Dr. Shivakumar Manikam, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman. Keynote Speaker Dr. Kiran Jia. Mr. Krishnan Raman, President, School Management Committee. Distinguished members of the School Management Committee.
We welcome the esteemed Class 12 graduates who entered this institution as young learners and are now poised to step into the world as responsible citizens. Kindly be seated. We welcome the esteemed Class 12 graduates who entered this institution as young learners and are now poised to step into the world as responsible citizens. Indian School Seeb has nurtured them into capable individuals. Together, they have learned, laughed, and grown, and today they stand as the stars of the ceremony. Dressed in their ceremonial gowns, they have proven their worth and will undoubtedly make us proud in the future.
May I please request everyone to rise for the Royal Anthem of Oman and the National Anthem of India.
La
be seated.
Welcome. We are honored to welcome our distinguished chief guest and other dignitaries whose presence today mark another significant chapter in the celebration of this bright future. Indian School LC welcomes Chief Guest Dr. Shivakumar Manikam, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman. I request the Assistant Head Boy, Sri Vishwabharat Raghavesh, to welcome the Chief Guest. I request the Assistant Head Girl, Aisha Zaba Abdul Sattar, to welcome the Keynote Speaker, Dr. Kiran Jia, Senior Quality Assurance Expert, Oman Authority for Academic Accreditation and Quality Assurance of Education. I request Aish Kumar Yashankar, Assistant Cultural Coordinator, to welcome the inspirational speaker, Aman Ahmed. It is our honor to welcome President Mr. Krishnan Raman and the other members of the School Management Committee, the proud parents of Class 12 outgoing students, the outgoing students of Class 12, and the principal and staff of Indian School LC fraternity to this grand function.
Now, I invite our President, Mr. Krishnan Raman, to deliver his message and bless our graduates as they embark on their new journey.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Esteemed Chief Guest, Dr. Shivakumar Manikam, Keynote Speaker, Dr. Kiran Jia, my dear colleagues in the School Management Committee, Principal Mr. Alex Joseph, on behalf of whom I stand here today, our inspirer of today's child prodigy Aman Ahmed, most respected teachers, parents, and most importantly, and of course, our brilliant graduating students of 2025. As the case is for every academic year, today signifies a monumental occasion, a day that celebrates hard work, perseverance, and the countless memories the students have made over the past few years. As you draw the curtains, marking the end of your school education, it also opens an era of new beginnings, a moment when you step into the world as the leaders, thinkers, and change makers you are destined to be. Some of you would have joined ISAS right from kindergarten, others a few years later, in the primary or the secondary schools. During these years, you have proven time and again that you are capable of achieving greatness. You have faced challenges, navigated difficult times, and triumphed over obstacles that seemed unsurmountable. And yet, here you are, stronger, wiser, and ready to conquer whatever lies ahead. I want to remind you of one important thing. As you step into the world outside, success is not just defined by the accolades you collect or the positions you hold, but by the impact you have on the lives of others. It is measured by your kindness, your integrity, and your ability to inspire those around you. As you prepare to take on the next phase of your journey, I encourage you to pursue your passions fearlessly. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Understand that mistakes are not setbacks. They are opportunities to learn and grow. Let me quote former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, whom we all respect. I quote, "If you want to shine like the sun, then first burn like the sun." I unquote. You should never let go the passion to excel. Work smartly and be successful in life. To the parents and families here today, thank you for your unwavering support, encouragement, and love. Your sacrifices and commitment to your children's success have played an integral role in shaping who they are today. We are deeply grateful for your partnership in this journey. To our teachers, thank you for your guidance, your dedication, and your belief in every student you have mentored. You have not only imparted knowledge, but you have also shaped the values and character of these young minds. preparing them for the challenges of tomorrow. And to the graduating class, remember, today is not an end, but a new beginning. Go out into the world and make your mark. Follow your passions, chase your dreams, and never forget that you have to make an impact in the society with your empathy and kindness. We are so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. You will always be a part of our school's story. Congratulations, class of 2025. We wish you all the very best as you embark on your next adventure. Keep shining brightly and never stop believing in yourself. Thank you.
Now we will move on to the entrustment ceremony. Dear council members, until now we have admired and looked up to you as our role models, guided by your example. We thrived under your leadership as you carried your responsibilities with grace and dedication. However, the time has come for the old order to make way for the new, and for the assistant council members to assume responsibilities for the vital tasks of the school, growing stronger and more resilient in the process. I now call upon the Prefectorial Council to take their positions for the entrustment ceremony. I invite our principal, Mr. Alex C. Joseph, along with Mr. Ganeshan, Head of the Physical Education Department, and Mr. Tony Thomas and Mrs. Jaya Jackson, Senior Teachers, Department of Physical Education, to officiate the ceremony of handing over the charge. The head boy, Siddhan bin Mustafa, has entrusted the responsibility of the school's flag to Shri Vishwa Bharat Raghavesh, assistant head boy. Here you can see the head girl of the school, Khushi Jayant P, handing over the school's placard to the principal, who hands it to the assistant head girl, Aisha Zaba Abdul Sattar, to take care of it from now onwards. The sports coordinators, Atif Abdullah and Aisha Nijamuddin, along with house captains, are handing over the torch that will spread the light of glory of the school to Ayman Naimuddin Sheikh and Madhumita S, assistant sports coordinators, along with house vice captains. Now, all the house captains hand over the house flags to their house vice captains so that the feeling of sportsman spirit remains alive. First, the blue house captain, Dave George Jacob, is handing over the house flag to Sania Winsett. Next, the greenhouse captain, Sara Nishad, is handing over the house flag to Elvin Joman. Now, the red house captain, Yutiksh Abhilash, is handing over the house flag to Ahmad Azam. Finally, the Yellow House Captain, Mritika Senthil Kumar, is handing over the house flag to Sri Nandu Sri Kumar. Thank you, sirs.
Aman Ahmed of Class 1, a prodigy. His exceptional academic achievement, extracurricular activities, and unique talents, especially at such a young age, demonstrate extraordinary aptitude and dedication, far beyond his years, overcoming all constraints and challenges. He has demonstrated exceptional talent and dedication across a variety of fields. In the Sargulsav, he won first prize in Hindi storytelling, second prize in show and tell, third prize in English recitation. At the ISTF, he secured the first prize in unique talent recognition, where he astoundingly recited 100 digits of pi. In his quiz, he won the first prize in foundation category and set a remarkable record with the India Book of Records for the maximum number of words typed in a minute, blindfolded and without a screen reader. Apart from these accolades, he was featured in the National Awards at Vigyan Bhawan, New Delhi, and successfully recited 200 digits of pi at Fusion Fest. He also started a YouTube channel to inspire and share his knowledge of assistive technology with others. His outstanding performance in both academics and extracurricular pursuits sets him apart as a true achiever. Let's give him a round of applause for Aman Ahmed and invite him to stage for an inspirational speech.
Hello everyone, my name is Aman Ahmed and I'm 6 years old, studying in grade 1. I am super excited to be here today to share my story to success so far. It's a story filled with positivity, patience, resilience, hard work, creativity and finding solutions, and most importantly, big dreams. You might notice I do things a little differently because I can't see very well, but I use my super skills like my amazing hearing, touch, and memory to do all sorts of cool things. I'm sure all of you must be curious to know how much I can see. Well, with my left eye, I can't. But with my right, I can, but very little. I might be able to manage seeing bigger objects with brighter color contrast, but not its details. And yes, I also have to be very close to it. I can't see faces the way other people do. It's like trying to look at something through a foggy window. I can tell you're there, but I might not see all the little details, like your eyes or your smile. But that's okay. I use my super ears to hear your voice. And if you tell me who you are, it helps a lot. I am print challenged. That means my eyes don't see the letters or pictures on the book. I don't write on books either, as I don't see the blue lines on a regular ruled book or the handwritten notes. After hearing all this, you might be wondering how little I can do, but on the contrary, I'm here to surprise you with how much I've accomplished, starting with our very own talent fest, Sargotsav. I was the finalist in all 5 competitions I participated in and won in 3 of them. Next, coming to ISTF, the Inter-School Talent Fest. I was the first prize winner of the Unique Talent Recognition Award among 22 Indian schools in Oman for memorizing the first 100 digits of pi. I won the first place in the Indian School Quiz in the Foundation category from our school. I was featured in the National Award Ceremony at New Delhi for exhibiting the importance of assistive technology and the positive impact it has on students like me. I successfully recited the 200 digits of pi at our school's Fusion Fest. I proudly announced that I'm a record holder with India Book of Records for typing maximum words in a minute blindfolded without using a screen reader. And I have recently received a special award from a beloved school in recognition of my grit, resilience, and zest to move on in life. None of these achievements came easy. Me and my mom put hours and hours of hard work and practice. When I finally joined school last year in January, my mom had already decided she would make best use of this platform and make sure I participate in everything possible. And we did. For a long time, my mom was worried about me, thinking, how would I read all those fun books and write? But guess what? My mom found me my super tools. These are my special helpers called assistive technology. My journey of change from traditional learning methods to switching over to technology started at the age of 4 with learning to touch type, where I use all my fingers to type. I use a screen reader which reads out everything on the screen to me. I don't use a mouse, of course, again, as I can't see the cursor, which meant I had to learn many shortcut keys to operate my laptop. Here's an interesting fact for all of you. Did you know computers can type in many different languages? I also type in Hindi. Now coming to spellings. All of you unconsciously recall spellings from visual memory. I do not have that option, but I am still outstanding at it. Unbelievable, isn't it? Well, that's because my mom makes me practice regularly. I have typed all my textbook lessons on the laptop, and I listen to it as many times as I want. Unlike many, I love maths. I can easily add, subtract big numbers, multiply and divide without using any paper or medium. Developing mental math skills from an early age in a fun and interesting manner and regular practice is the key. My mom and my sister always encouraged me to read, which in my case is to listen to audiobooks from YouTube, Bookshare.com, Amazon Kindle, Alexa, etc. I enjoy books that usually a 10-plus-year-old child would read, like Harry Potter. It has greatly helped my vocabulary grow. I don't depend on anyone to play these audiobooks for me. I do it myself using the accessibility feature on my smart TV and laptop. My other super tools are Alexa, an AI device which answers all my curious questions. I play many audio games, quizzes, and practice mental maths with it. My talking watch, apps like Speechify, Google Lookout, etc. Technology today can be a distraction or boon to students. We can either use it wisely to empower ourselves or waste time in endless scrolling and unproductive activities. The choice is ours to make. Talking about super tools, did you know what the most powerful tool in the world is? It's not a supercomputer nor a fancy gadget. It's right inside your head. Yes, I'm talking about our incredible brains. Our brains are like muscles. And just like we exercise our bodies to stay strong, we can train our brains to work better too. Lastly, I would like to remind you all to be grateful to God for all His wonderful blessings, for our physical well-being, for our super special sense organs, and especially for our parents who see the beautiful dream of our success. My story doesn't end here. I aspire to master coding. I have a YouTube channel through which I want to inspire and teach others what I know. My mom believes I'm a wonder boy, hence she has named the channel Wonderboy_Aman. I repeat, Wonderboy_Aman. Big thanks to my mom, the driving force behind who I am and the skills I have today. Thanks to my beloved principal, Sir Alexi Joseph, for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. I hope my story has inspired you in some way and will give you the strength to move on in challenging times. Now it is time to ask yourself, if a little child like me can strive so hard, overcome challenges, and work relentlessly to continuously improve, what's stopping you from thriving and becoming the best version of yourself? Thank you.
Truly inspirational, dear Aman. You are superb. Now I request President Mr. Krishnan Raman to present a memento to our Aman Ahmed. Let us now fill this special day with gratitude and hope as we present the blessing song by Mrs. Lekha, Department of Co-Scholastic, a heartfelt tribute to the graduates as they step into a bright and promising future.
ज्ञान का दान ही सबसे बड़ा है, जिसे कोई न लूटे। ज्ञान का दान ही सबसे बड़ा है, जिसे कोई न लूटे। ज्ञान का रिश्ता सच्चा रिश्ता, ज्ञान का रिश्ता सच्चा रिश्ता, बाकी रिश्ते झूठे। जो ज्ञान दान दे जाता है, वो जग में अमर कहलाता है। ज्ञान दान दे जाता है। अज्ञानी का जीवन जैसे सीप बिना मोती के, घर घर में सब दीप जलाए ज्ञान की ही ज्योति के। अपने लिए गुरु विधाता है, जो जग में अमर कहलाता है। ज्ञान दान दे जाता है, वो जग में अमर कहलाता है। ज्ञान दान दे जाता है। सब धर्मों का पालन कीजिए, मानवता कहती है। किसी एक ही नहीं ये गंगा, सबके लिए बहती है। ये जल जीवन महकाता है और मन पावन हो जाता है। ये जल जीवन महकाता है और मन पावन हो जाता है।
ज्ञान दान दे जाता है, वो जग में अमर कहलाता है।
जो ज्ञान दान दे जाता है।
The Amman Authority for Academic Accreditation and Quality Assurance of Education. Dr. Kiran Jia, with a PhD in Information Systems from the London School of Economic and Political Science, UK, is a distinguished academic and professional. He completed his MPhil in Applied Economics at Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. He received his MBA from the University of Kerala and a BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from the College of Engineering, Trivandrum. With over 27 years of experience, Dr. Kiran has made noteworthy contributions to higher education management, teaching, research, employability initiatives, strategic policy development, quality assurance, governance reforms, e-governance, and ICT for development. Formerly the Dean of Middle East College in Oman, one of the leading higher education institutions in the Sultanate, Dr. Kiran played a pivotal role in elevating the institution's academic and research standards. Under his leadership, MEC received the highest rating for teaching quality and research performance from the Oman Accreditation Authority and was ranked as a top private higher education institution for graduate employment by the Oman Economic Review. He has been on the panel accrediting universities and colleges in Oman and has been chair of such panels for 3 universities. Dr. Kiran is currently the Vice President of the Obriel Global Higher Education Association network based in Barcelona. He also has extensive experience managing governmental e-governance and ICT projects in Kerala, including the Akshaya Telecenter project, the largest ICT for development project globally. His global travels have allowed him to present and publish papers both internationally and better understand the world. We are extremely honored to have amidst us Dr. Kiran as a keynote speaker. I request the Student Council to accompany the keynote speaker to the podium for his speech.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
It's my turn. Do I have to face first? It's like that? Yeah.
Dr. Shivakumar Manikyam, the Chairman of the Board of Directors, Indian Schools, Mr. Krishnan Raman, the President of the School Management Committee, Mr. Sheikh
So we have to
Naeem, the
smile,
Vice
but
President
we-
of the School Management School Management Committee, Mr. Sushant Sukumaran, the Treasurer of the School Management Committee, Mr. Siddiq Tevar Todi, the Chairperson of the Co-Curricular School Management Committee, Mr. Saeed Ilyas Ahmad Hussaini, the Chairperson of IT School Management Committee, Mr. Rahman Anifa, the Chairperson of the Purchase School, responsible for Purchase in the School Management Committee, Mr. Munir Thais Burail, Chairperson HSC of School Management Committee, Dr. Alex C. Joseph, the Principal, and thank you for inviting me, and Master Aman Ahmad, who seems to have a problem with his sight, but doesn't have a problem with insights. It's truly inspirational. And between the School Management Committee President and Master Aman Ahmad, I think the keynote is done, really. Dear parents and lovely graduates, Um, you finally made it, isn't it? It's been a long journey. Most of you would have spent 12 years in this school. And what all have you seen? Thank God you made it. Thank God you made it. Think about the many challenges that you have gone through starting from day one in a school. It's a good time to reflect on that. And think about the kind of issues that you faced, particularly during Corona time. You are a generation which has seen how mankind can enter challenges and come out of it with resilience. These are things, huge learning for life. So I'd like to, first of all, thank God for taking you through those processes and making you successful. It's His grace that will lead you. And one has to be always thankful to God. Next to that is your parents. People who have traveled from their home, leaving their parents, their very close friends, their comfortable environment, with a view to provide you with a better life. Think about it yourself. Would you like to move out of your comfortable environment to another place? You all think about going to some of the other foreign countries and doing things, but we leave behind parents. We leave behind the comfortable environment that we were born, and we leave behind many of the comforts that come with it. And so today, as you graduate, think about the sacrifices that your parents have done. You are at an age where, from being a young boy, girl, to toddler, to teenager, reached a stage where, as things happen and have been happening for centuries, as a child you think that your father and mother are the best models in the world. By the time you're teenagers, you think that they don't know anything. But it happens. But they made you what you are. And throughout life, that's probably the most important lesson. Career, other things will come. Successes will come. And I'm extremely happy that that particular point was raised by Master Aman Ahmad as to how much his mother and family are taking care of him. But there's also other people in your life. Not just the parents, probably grandparents, but also that challenging sibling, isn't it? That challenging sibling who doesn't allow you to do what you want to do, but they're all treasures for life. Whether you realize that now, or probably you realize much later on in life. So as you graduate, it is not about how much you have done with respect to your academics, but it's far beyond that. And I'm sorry I'm talking about it because I'm moving out of my script. I wanted to make a presentation, but I'm a bit overwhelmed by what Master Aman Ahmad talked and the excellent speech by President, Mr. Krishnan Raman. Because these are opportunities not only to look at the future, but also to look at how the character of a person is created and have you reached there. And in that way, probably my presentation today is connected to that. 2 years ago, on January of 2023, I was introduced to ChatGPT. Exactly 2 years ago. And the literature of that time talked about how ChatGPT is going to make a lot of people unemployable. Probably they will lose their jobs. Of course, it's much more mixed than that, but the communication at that point in time was that with ChatGPT, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. In the last week, in just 2 years' time, we come to know that the DeepSeek is probably going to make ChatGPT out. So in 2 years' time, so that's from the US, and now it's going to China. In 2 years' time, there would be a new technology which will challenge DeepSeek. And the whole effort is to come up with a technology that mimics human beings, the ability to speak, the ability to do things, the ability to look at things together, etc. And probably in 2 years' time, when that technology is created, one of you or many of you might be architects of that. And I hence have a request. In any case, you're going to put in a lot of effort to come up with that technology, isn't it? A lot of effort to come up with that technology. If you're putting in so much of effort, try to make something better than a human being. Something which doesn't have an ego, which doesn't have hatred, which doesn't have those innate wrong characteristics that human beings have. Let us aspire to bring something of that kind, rather than trying to create whatever is causing a problem for this world. Don't worry, I'm not talking about human beings. I can see heads, I'm not talking about human beings being bad, but to reflect on what can happen if technologies don't work the way they are supposed to. So it's a time of shifting, and that's what I want to talk about. With artificial intelligence and automation, the issue of sustainability, hybrid workplaces are not just buzzwords. We used to talk about it a few years ago, but they're shaping the way careers and life of tomorrow would be. And are you prepared for this shift? Or will it catch you off guard? So if you're looking at the long-term innovation cycles, you had the first wave, the second wave. Can I get a microphone if it's available? That's the second wave. Then came the third wave, the fourth wave, and the fifth wave, and we are in the sixth wave. And these are all...
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. These are all things that you know. The only point that I want to highlight at this point in time is that look at the period for each of those waves. It's shrinking. So it is not new that things have been changing all the time. Things have always been changing. But the pace at which things are changing has increased. So whereas generations of people used to get some time to get adjusted to technologies and the way the world of work is changing, you don't have that luxury any longer. So it will move on and on and on at a pace much more than what we are thinking about at this point in time. So there are forces which are acting, and I don't want to go into the details of this, but there are things which are happening, and these are all propelled by forces which are not necessarily local but very global in nature. And then came COVID, which pushed things in a bigger way. It is estimated that around 66% of the jobs as we know today will disappear by 2030. I'm not talking about the jobs, but in terms of the titles of the jobs that we know today. That would disappear by by 2030. There will be 30% increase in automation, additional because of the COVID, and there's a need to reskill and switch occupation. So all of this is having an implication, whether it is globalization, economic, environmental, political changes, the technological changes, and the demographic changes and the pandemic. And I'll touch upon the demographic a little bit. So what are the implications for you as students and future professionals? Reskilling and lifelong learning. So that's something that you need to put it into your DNA now. You're graduating now, you're going to get a degree, and life doesn't stop there. You need to be a learner for life. We've been talking about learner for life for quite some time. But now, you don't have an option. The other was, probably you had some option whether you would like to be a lifelong learner or not. And the second one, the point that I've mentioned there, is about, think about your dream career. You always had a dream career. I want to be this. And the question is, how different will it look in 5 years' time? I didn't want to make it too complicated by asking you the question whether that dream job will be there in the next 5 years. Okay? So if you have that dream job, think about it. With the rapid changes which are happening, will that dream job be there? Adaptability and resilience. And I heard Master Aman Ahmad talking about resilience more than once, more than twice. And that's very important. You're a generation which has gone through COVID. You have seen, it's not a documented case study, you have lived it. Resilience is perhaps the most important characteristic that you need to have, this generation needs to have. Because the world is unpredictable, and the question again is, how ready are you to adapt to the global disruptions? And for the world of work, sustainability and green transitions align with climate goals, integrating clean energy and sustainable practices, hybrid work and automation. Future jobs will require a balance between human skills and AI-driven automation. Whether you're going into the technical job, whether you're going to be engineering-led jobs or software-led jobs, or you're into arts, or you're into accounting, you're into something else, you still need AI skills. Not necessarily programming, but the ability to use AI in a functional way. And if you don't have that, you're not ready for the next phase, next level of work, the world of work, in the new world of work. Governments, so there are all implications of this rapid changes happening. AI and automation raise ethical and privacy challenges. As you are asking questions to a AI chatbot or any software that you're creating, you're also revealing yourself before those softwares. Revealing in ways that you don't even realize. The level of personal data that is provided to ChatGPT, as if he or she is a friend, is very much higher than what you would have provided to Google. Very specific personal data available to them. And we don't know the ethical implications of that. How will governments control misinformation, data security, and AI bias? So their policy is coming up. And we find that this is where God has his plan. Human beings are created to do and contribute to the world. But it is the egos and the hatreds which come in place. But God always gives you that opportunity to think about how he wants you to work together. COVID is a very good example. The climate change is a very good example. Because it is impossible for an individual society, or for that matter, even countries to take care of the problems. Those of you, all of you know about the smoke issue or the smog issue in Delhi. And the smog issue in Delhi is not caused by Delhi alone. It's caused by something which is happening in Punjab. So if you don't take care of the people in Punjab, Delhi is affected. Sometime back there was a problem in Malaysia because there was a forest fire in Indonesia. Same is the case with Amazon. So if, for that matter, even COVID. So the well-being of that one individual staying in China is your concern. Because if he or she were to meddle with the healthcare system in one way or the other, the whole world is affected. Because we are so very connected. So God gives you enough signals telling us that be together. And in today's world, no country can do things unless they cooperate. Misinformation and trust in the media. And I want to emphasize on this for this generation. The World Economic Forum came up with the latest report on the World Risk Report. They have a World Risk Report of 2025, came up last 2 weeks back. And for many years they've been talking about what are the 10 top risks facing the world. Environment was always high there, many other things, war. This year, the first risk, the biggest risk identified by the World Economic Forum is misinformation. In other words, the biggest risk that human beings are facing today is misinformation. And so the question is, how can societies combat fake news and digital manipulation? And are you IT literate enough to take care of that? If you give something to ChatGPT or to DeepSeek and they give some information, are you human enough to understand whether that is right or not? ChatGPT and any of those technology, even today and tomorrow, are not going to be magic bullets or magic softwares. There needs to be the human being on the other side who is concerned, who understands the world, and who is ready to contribute to the world, to take note of what the technology is saying. Social inclusion and equality. Increasing, it's no longer a fancy word. This is required for the very survival of humankind. So there are trends. As I said earlier, AI could contribute 15.7 trillion to the global economy. But what does that mean for you? Are you prepared to take at least a part of that? Humans versus machines, work balance by 2025. For the first time in the history of humankind, 50% of the tasks will be automated. So this is for the first time in the history of the world that in 2025, 50% of the task is going to be undertaken by machines. But human creativity, leadership and problem solving will still be crucial. Why? Because it can only be done by human beings. So the more automation is coming up, you need to become more humane. That's where you will find your career and your life. Career transitions, there will be huge changes. 50% of the workforce will need reskilling. 400 to 800 million jobs would be replaced, but new roles in AI, sustainability, and technology would be there. And on the other hand, you will also find worker shortages by 2025 affected by, are you okay with the slides? And that's because of the aging population, particularly in the West. So in other words, you have a huge opportunity. So whatever is happening there, I'm talking about career transitions, job displacements, etc., is for a different generation. You guys have a huge opportunity coming up. The world of work is changing. It is no longer the same world of work that your parents have gone through. It's completely different. AI and automation would boost productivity, but mental health and work-life balance are becoming top priorities. Me, my parents, the school management committee members, your parents would have all been working hard 24/7. But this is not the generation which will do that. And I know that you guys are not ready to compromise on your life to do work. So it's a different one. The skills economy, credentials redefined. So big companies like Google and IBM no longer require degrees. Skills and experience matter more. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be taking up a degree. But what it means is that don't take a degree for the sake of taking a degree. That's not going to be valued any longer. I mean, for example, in the US, it's only 15% of the CEOs who believe that a degree certificate matters. What is required is what have you learned in the process. So as you are taking up your university degree, whatever be the brand of the university that you're going in, looking at, let's be in the best universities in the world, all that is good. But what is more important is, by the end of that process, are you able to deliver what you're supposed to be? And invariably, it's not just about the technology skills, and we'll come to that. And remember the talents across, talents without borders. So you're able to collaborate, and that's where I keep coming back to why God has created the way it is. So you're now able to collaborate together, and you can't work otherwise. So the skill, the ability to work together is important. Beyond jobs, work in the age of AI is replacing routine tasks, but creativity, leadership, and emotional intelligence are in high demand, increasingly in high demand. Essential skills for all AI, coding, data analytics, heard about Man talking about coding. Cybersecurity are becoming essential skills in every industry, and this is not about becoming a software engineer. Sustainability in the workplace. Companies are shifting to eco-friendly policies, creating millions of green jobs in clean energy. Embracing diversity and inclusion. Diverse teams are more innovative, so companies are focusing on hiring for different perspectives. Are we able to think beyond the usual boxes? And what are those key trends beyond work? So we're talking about work. One, digital integration in daily life. Over 60% of households now use smart home devices, and how much of your day is shaped by AI and automation? I'm not going to a discussion at this point in time, but think about that transition. What it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago to what it is now. So what is it going to be in 5 years' time? Okay. Focus on mental and emotional well-being. The use of mindfulness apps like Calm and Headspace has increased 40%. How do you manage stress in a hyper-connected world? No generation has gone through this. So if I were to advise you, or coach you, or mentor you on that, I am not capable because we have not gone through it. Our generation has not gone through it. You are the first generation going through it. You have to find your ways. But it's very important that you find your ways, because otherwise you will be confused. Shifting community dynamics. 70% of the Gen Z consider online communities as important as in-person connection. Is this good or bad for society? Again, going back to what Aman was talking about. Technologies are good, but not necessarily. So do you have the capability to focus and do things in a world where you have all kinds of gadgets and all kinds of information coming from every place? Extremely important capability. Resilience amid global uncertainty. The world is unpredictable, the pandemics, AI, misinformation. How do you develop adaptability and critical thinking in such a situation? The world is going through that for the first time. I think I'm moving much overboard in terms of time, probably 5 minutes. Okay. Lifelong learning, as I said, is now becoming a norm. 55% of the millennials now value well-being over wealth accumulation. Okay. Is success shifting from money to purpose? Balancing technology and humanity. Digital detox retreats. I don't know how many of you have heard about that. Like the Ayurvedic and the... So you have got the digital detox retreats are increasing by 25% annually. Are we becoming too dependent on tech? What are you doing on your own to make sure that you're able to keep yourself away from technology and yet be able to do things? Do you have the ability to do that? Are you practicing? The word I'm again taking from Master Aman. Are you practicing this? Because if you don't practice and it doesn't become a habit, then you will not be able to do things. Misinformation, again, as I said, the greatest threat that human beings are facing today. So how do you verify what is true? Do you have an inbuilt system where you are automatically, when somebody says something, you have that capability to check and ensure that that information is right? Because misinformation can lead to a lot of issues, including hatred, wars, and the very... Okay. So together when we look at it, you have the workplace trends, the future of work, automation, hybrid work models, green careers, digital overload versus well-being, challenging definitions of success, misinformation challenges, all coming together. And what do we find out? From a workplace, maybe adaptability, resilience, and continuous learning. But what matters at the end of the day is about values, compassion, and a shared sense of humanity. We don't have much time, but some point time maybe we could discuss that. I'll take another 3 more minutes and finish my talk. I'm sorry. I can see that, the principal is already a bit worried. Resilience. So we talk about the T-shaped skills models. All of this leads to something which is very different for you and your generation compared to my generation and the generation before that. McKinsey talks about this T-shaped skills model. So one is the broad skills, okay, the horizontal axis, and then the deep expertise. So knowledge across multiple fields, the ability to communicate, digital literacy, teamwork, etc. And then you have the deep expertise, which is specialized mastery in 1 or 2 areas, whether you're in AI, healthcare, finance, engineering, etc. And why does it matter? Because employers and universities value students who can think broadly across disciplines while also being experts in one area. And I've given an example. A software engineer with strong AI skills, deep expertise, but also leadership and business knowledge is very important. So what is going to happen in tomorrow's world is that the expertise, the vertical axis of the T is going to change. So how much of expertise that you have, in 5 years' time, it's lost. It's lost. 5 years, probably not even 5 years. So this generation of students, and all of you would live at least until the age of 100. Remember that all of you are going to live at least until the age of 100, because my generation is supposed to live up until the age of 80. So your generation is going to live up until the age of 100. So you've got 80 plus years. Okay? Not like us who would retire by 60 and then, spend some time. No. If you retire by 60, you've got another 40 more years. What are you going to do? So in your lifetime, studies show that you're going to take up at least between 17 to 20 jobs. And I'm not talking about 20 jobs, okay? My father was in Government of India service. And he became an officer at the age of 18 and then retired at the age of 60. Same job, not same job, but in the same similar kind of office. It was the Indian Information Service, so he would shift from one to the other, but basically in the same office. My generation, most of my friends entered the software industry after engineering, and they switched from one company to another. But essentially software, but with whatever changes in software that they were having. I'm not talking about that. They would have shifted 5 times, 6 times, companies. I am talking about this generation shifting jobs into jobs that we don't know about it today. Okay? So you're going in this direction, suddenly you find that that's no longer going to be relevant, so you have to switch to something else that we don't know is going to be a job tomorrow. And then you will shift to another one, which is entirely different from what you have been doing till that time. And that is why I'm asking you, what is your dream job? We don't know, because you have to keep shifting. And forget about the 20th job, which will come up 20 years from now, or 30 years or 40 years from now. I don't even know what is the first job that these graduates are going to take up. I don't know, because you're going to graduate, you're going to do your degrees in 3-4 years' time, 4 years' time, and then what is the job available at that point in time? So as much as you're looking at the skills, the vertical axis, deep understanding of AI, what is more important for your life is that horizontal skills, the broad skills, which includes growth skills, to continuously learn, the ability to learn, emotional intelligence and adaptability, resilience, the capacity to bounce back from challenges and setbacks, focus management. This generation finds it difficult to focus, but that's important for you. Critical thinking, again, that's why I said, Aman has already talked to you about all of this with a life experience. Creativity, social intelligence, extremely important. We talk about creativity and critical thinking, but social intelligence, understanding and navigating social interactions effectively, crucial for teamwork, communication, and leadership. And your communication is not the communication that we are talking about, not to come on stage and speak, not to put together a team and work. Your team members are in various parts of the world. Do you have the ability to work with a team from across the world? Finally, and this is my last slide. How do we do it? People talk about problem-based learning. And many of your faculty members who talk about problem-based learning, you're given a problem and it's time to move out of problem-based learning to solutions-led learning. And if you are a solutions-led learning person, then all of those horizontal skills that I'm talking about are automatically taken care of. So you're continuously learning and adapting because best learners don't wait for change, they prepare for it. You identify root problems and show resilience. You analyze, evaluate, and make decisions. You think creatively and innovative. Confronted with a problem, minimize distractions and focus on implementation. Understand and navigate social interactions and make a meaningful impact. The impact that Mr. Krishnan Raman was talking about earlier. So, if you can be a problem solver in life, that's going to take you up until the age of 100 without any problems. So next time, I know that you've all graduated, but I think the new set of people also here. When you have a problem in school, you can go to the principal and talk about the problem, but with a solution. So when you have a problem so every time there is a problem or a challenge that you face in life, you can then consider it as one more learning in life. Okay, I think I've spoken enough and too long, and once again apologize for taking so much of the time. But I hope some of this is helpful for you. And I really hope it will help you in terms of thinking beyond the conventional, thinking beyond getting a degree, and thinking beyond those 4 years, but looking at that 83 years of long life where one needs to continuously think and solve problems. May God's grace be upon all of you in that journey, and may you contribute to the world in a very big way. Really. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Sir, kindly remain on the stage. Thank you, sir. Yes, the future is ours to shape. I request the principal to accompany the chief guest and president, Mr. Krishnan Raman. Vice President, Mr. Sheikh Naeem, School Management Committee, to the stage, please. I request the class teacher of 12A, Mrs. Chitra Vijayan Umesh, to please join on stage. We now move on to the farewell ceremony, where the students will be receiving the auspicious blessings from the guests. Class 12A students are requested to arrange themselves in order to come on to the stage.
I request the chief guest, Dr. Shivkumar Manikam, to present the mementos to the students and Mr. Krishnan Raman to give away the scrolls. Aditya Anand. Al Sabit TA. Anik Chakrabarti. Arjun K. Srivij. Dave George Jacob. Eldon Gracious. Faiz Muhammad Salim. Gaurav Ramni. Gautam Krishna. Hayas Muhammad. Joshua Kurian. Lovepreet Kaur. Thank you, sirs. I request the keynote speaker to present the mementos to the students and Mr. Sheikh Naim to give away the scrolls. Muhammad Faisal. Muhammad Amanat. Muhammad Yasir. Roshal Ranjit. Roshwin Roshan. Ruhail Aman. Sahir Das. Shalom T. Shravan Hari. Shreya Menon. Vaishnav Kalivarathil. Yutiksh Abhilash. Zaid Said. Thank you, Mr. Sheikh Naim. Class 12B students are requested to arrange themselves in order to come onto the stage. I request the student council members to accompany Dr. Siddiq Thevartodi, Chairperson Co-Curricular, and Mr. Sushant Sugumaran, Treasurer, to kindly join on the stage. I request Mrs. Nisha Sopti, class teacher of 12B, to join on the stage, please. Anand SS. Atif Abdullah. I request the chief guest, Dr. Shiv Kumar Manikam, to present the mementos to the students and to present the scrolls. I request Dr. Siddiq Thevartodi to present the scrolls. Devadarshini M. Diya Jyoti. Hana Fatima. Ibrahim Altaf Butt. Jadir Shah Beg. Joel Jijo. Josh Joseph. Kushi Jayant. Melvin Chris. Mithun Sinu. Mritika Senthil. Naurin Naushad. Raghav Venkatesh. Safwa Muhammad. Zainab Hafiz. Alia. Alina Rose Joseph. Anand Krishnan. Anita Soy Jomon. And Sam. And Sam. Anza Fatima. Aromal Suresh. I request the keynote speaker, Dr. Kiran Jial, to present the mementos to the students and Mr. Sushant Sukumaran to give away the scrolls. Ashna Mariam. Aisha Nijamuddin. Jesslyn Sunsi. Joel John. Joan Benetta. Joanna Rose. Lana Faiza. Mohammad Azhar. Muhammad Afan, Naima Fatma, Naomi Umesh, Niraj Sai, Sandra Chelsia Saji, Sheba Kurian, Yukta Subhash, Jershlin Vino, Umar Muhammad, Steffi Sujin, Bahara, Sahin Salahuddin, Fatima Farzin, Arjun Nair, Nilofer Rania. Thank you, Dr. Siddiq Thevartodi and Mr. Sushant Sugumaran. Class 12C. I request the student council members to accompany Mr. Rahman Anifa, Chairperson Purchase, and Mr. Said Ilyas Ahmad Hussaini, Chairperson IT, to the stage. I request Mrs. Jessie Thomas, class teacher of 12C, to join on the stage, please. I request the chief guest, Dr. Shivkumar Manikam, to present the mementos to the students, and Mr. Rahman Anifa to present the scrolls. Daksh Rustagi. Alia Fatma. Arshad Sajid Khan. Artana Anil. Asif Muhammad. Avantika. Barida Zoha. Fatima Sheikh. Samia Zia Ahmed. Shreya Vinod Nair. Tahliya Fatima. Adul Devadas. Arman. Danish Bakhtiar. Hazik bin Abdul Majid. Joel Sebastian. Thank you, sirs. I request the keynote speaker, Dr. Kiran Jia, to present the mementos to the students and Mr. Said Ilyas Ahmed Hussaini to give away the scrolls. Mohammad Ashim. Mohammad Adnan Akbar. Mohammad Nazal Naushad. Ravin. Razi Abdul Jabbar. Sidan bin Mustafa. Varalakshmi Nambiar. Abdul Ahad Muhammad. Amal Faisal. Emalda Vincent. Muhammad Abdul Basir. Muhammad Fadil Abdullah. Prithvi Pradeep. Stan Tom. Said Taha Rashid. Sumaya Saleh. Vignesh Pai. Thank you, Mr. Rahman Anifa and Mr. Said Ilyas Ahmad Hussaini. Class 12D. I request the student council members to accompany Mr. Munir Tarepurail, SMC member, and Principal Mr. Alexi Joseph. I request Mr. Shine Joseph, class teacher of 12D, to join on the stage, please. I request the chief guest, Dr. Shivkumar Manikam, to present the mementos to the students, and Mr. Munir Tarepurail to present the scrolls. Jeet Amarnani. Sushma Aruna. Manahal Fatma. Nishal Nixon. Shambhavi Rekwar. Sarah Catherine. Zainab Shaju. Sunil. Mehreen Khanam. Abhilash Samson. Thank you, sir. I request the keynote speaker, Dr. Kiran Jia, to present the mementos to the students, and Principal Mr. Alexi Joseph to give away the scrolls. Aksa Saji James. Asna Anas. Farha Fuad, Muhammad Bilal Asif, Reva Shettigar, Sajila Pudiyapurei, Sara Nishad, Sandra Sudhir, Steva Tommy, and Fatima Rifa. Thank you, Mr. Munir Tharepure.
Now, I request President Mr. Krishnan Raman to present a memento to our chief guest, Dr. Shivakumar Manikam. I request President Mr. Krishnan Raman to present a memento to our keynote speaker, Dr. Kiran GR. I cordially invite the chief guest, Dr. Shivakumar Manikam, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, to address the audience. Thank you, sirs.
Keynote speaker, Dr. G.R. Kiran, President of Indian Schools Seeb Management Committee, Mr. Krishnan Raman, the members of School Management Committee, and the Principal, Mr. Alex Joseph, Inspirational speaker, Master Aman Ahmad, my dear teachers, graduating students and parents, a very good morning all of you. It's my pleasure to be amidst of you this morning, and it's wonderful to see our students receiving the graduation certificates as well as the scrolls. We heard Master Aman talking very, in a motivating way. We could hear from him that what he can do more than what he cannot do. So there are two requests from my side to Master Aman. After knowing him a couple of times, listening to him, I would request him henceforth not to tell what he cannot do, just to tell what he can do, because you are doing so much than most of us, Aman. So all the best and best wishes. I also would request Mr. Alex Joseph to initiate his visits to other Indian schools. So I request him to coordinate with the principals to make sure that he could address our students in all other schools as well. Dr. G.R. Kiran was mentioning about ChatGPT. In fact, a few years ago, in one of the functions, he mentioned about ChatGPT within such short span of time. and everybody is, ChatGPT is becoming like a tool to do most of our tasks in our professional as well as personal life. Around 15 years back, there was a student in Indian school Salala called Ashwani. He did his schooling in Indian school Salala as well as Indian school Muscat. Later, he moved to US and completed his degrees over there, and he worked in Google's lab. He was the one who invented an algorithm which is very popular called transformer algorithm. The transformer is something you all know, the transformer cars which becomes like humanoids, robots. So exactly software equivalent of this thing which is called transformer algorithm, because the GPT, generative pre-trained transformer. So the entire ChatGPT is depending on this transformer algorithm, which is invented by one of our Indian school students. So, every one of you, you have been preparing a lot, and you are going to appear for your board examinations. Next week you have practicals, and then followed by your written examinations. I wish you all the very best to do well and to come up with flying colors so that you can get your admission in the colleges that you are looking forward. And once you complete your board exam, please make sure that you give yourself a complete rest and preparing yourself for the next phase of journey. Because, every one of us is going to be unique and contributing to the humankind, and we will not be knowing what would be your domain, where you are going to come up. So basically, you will be, learning everything possible and widening your expertise. And as Dr. G.R. Kiran mentioned, the T model. So you will be going deep into the domain which gives you satisfaction, which gives you expertise, and where you would like to work with. So I request all of you taking admissions in the colleges where the environment will be completely different from what you are experiencing in school. So prepare yourself, give yourself time, rejuvenate, and take up any career. There is nothing like good or mediocre or bad. So everything, any domain, any field of study that you take, you can undertake it in a way that you can contribute through that domain to our humankind. I wish you all the very best. Also, I congratulate teachers for preparing our students for this wonderful journey, and the parents for supporting our students. I wish you all the very best to come up with very good results in the CBSE Class 12 board examinations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your highly inspirational message. Get ready to be inspired as we present a powerful motivational song sung by Ritunanda Nishant and Tiana Joanne, celebrating the courage, determination, and dreams of our graduate as they embark on their next great journey.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. You can live in the world that we design. 'Cause every night alone, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of all the world could be. A vision of the one I see. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy, crazy. They can say I lost my mind. We lost our mind. I don't care if they call us crazy, crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams to keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be. The one I sleep is all it's gonna take. All it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be a part of it all. Share your dream with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you say. To the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams. What could be the one I feel? All it's gonna take. All it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
A great performance indeed. As we stand here today, ready to embark on new journeys, I call forth a representative from science, commerce, and humanities to give voice to their emotions, the valedictorian speech. I invite Kushi from the science stream to express her experience and the values she gained during her journey in ISAS.
Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Khushi Padwal, and as I stand before you today, I'm filled with excitement, nostalgia, and a touch of a bittersweet sentiment. Today marks the end of an incredible chapter of a life and beginning of a new journey. It is an honor to address you as a valedictorian of today's remarkable graduating batch. First and foremost, my sincere gratitude to the School Management Committee for their generous support. A special acknowledgement to our respected principal, Mr. Alex C. Joseph, for his visionary leadership as a guiding light for all of us. Sir, your dedication to academic excellence and personal growth has left an indelible mark on all of us, and we are profoundly grateful for that. To our dedicated teachers, the architects of our knowledge, I express my deepest appreciation for your tireless efforts, encouragement, and being a catalyst for intellectual and emotional development. You've not only imparted lessons from textbook, but also been instrumental in shaping our characters and nurturing our aspiration. A sincere appreciation goes to the non-teaching staff of ISAS for their relentless assistance. As William Butler Yeats once said, education is not the filling of a pail, but lighting of a fire. ISAS, through its dedicated faculty and enriching experience, has ignited a flame in all of us. A flame will continue to burn bright as we step into the future. To our families, Your love, encouragement, faith, and guidance have been a foundation to our success. We wouldn't be here today without your unwavering support, and for that, we are truly grateful. Reflecting my journey at ISAS, I realized the school has been more than just academics. It's been a nurturing ground for both growth and self-discovery. From cultural events to competition that tested our skills, ISAS has shaped us into confident individuals. The school has nurtured in me a spirit of inclusivity, encouraging me to participate in various activities and take up leadership roles as a head girl. It gave me a chance to serve, represent, and grow alongside my peers, making this journey truly unforgettable. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Let us believe in our dream and embrace every opportunity that comes our way. And the road ahead of us may not be easy, but if there's one thing I know for certain is that we are ready. As we embark on this new chapter, let us carry forward the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the spirit of ISAS. Congratulations, batch of 2024-25. As we toss our caps, let it symbolize not just the end, but the beginning of a limitless future. This is not just a farewell, it's a new chapter waiting to be written. Let's face it with enthusiasm, resilience, and determination. Best of luck for the upcoming board exams and everything that follows. Thank you.
Thank you, Kushi. I request Daksh from the commerce stream to express his experience and the values he gained during his journey in ISAS.
Good morning to all. My name is Daksh Rustagi from class 12C. Before I go on with my speech, I would request you all to give a round of applause to Aman Ahmed. In my 14 years at ISAS, I have made a lot of friends, met a lot of intellectual and talented people, been mentored by great teachers. Today is the day that we actually say a final goodbye to this prestigious institute. I would like to start by congratulating all of you. We have strived to be here where we are as long as I can remember. We have all journeyed through the halls of the school, each of us carrying our own stories, challenges, and triumphs. Those trips to Maraland, those late nights studying for the exam the following day, those little moments of joy sharing our tiffins, complimenting our beloved teachers to get extra marks, and many more. I would like to extend my deep gratitude to our beloved principal, Mr. Alex C. Joseph, and our teachers from KG to class 12, who have tolerated us all these years, put in unparalleled efforts towards our studies, always guided us in the right direction, helping and assisting us with all sorts of problems, and most of all, for believing in us every time we fell down. We carry your lessons in our hearts as we step into the future. To our families, thank you for your unwavering support and sacrifices, whether it was waking up early to ensure we had a breakfast or staying up late to help us with our projects. Your love and encouragement has been the wind beneath our wings. We could not have made it here without you. As we stand on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, it is important to remember that success is not solely defined by our careers or achievements, but by the impact we have on others and our ability to stay true to ourselves. Life will throw challenges our way, but it is how we respond that defines us. Let us take the lessons learned here, the friendships we have made, and the values instilled in us, and carry them into the world. Let us embrace our dreams with open minds and hearts, ready to face both the highs and lows with courage and grace. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to thank all of you. You all have given me some of the best memories I will ever have. Our laughs, our fights, our arguments have only made our bond stronger. I don't know where will all of us be in 10 or 15 years, but I'm sure that I will remember all these fond moments of happiness with you all whenever I feel lonely. I want to tell you all how proud I am to have spent these 14 years in this school with you all. So thank you. And I wish you all the best in all your upcoming endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Daksh. I invite Sarah Catherine from the Humanities stream to reminisce her thoughts and emotions on this auspicious occasion.
Good morning, one and all present here. Today, as we stand at the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, I find myself reflecting on everything that has brought us here. Graduation isn't just about certificates or final exams. It's about the journey, the lessons, and the people we have shaped us. Fast forward to today, we have not only figured out which way to go, but we have grown into individuals ready to take on whatever comes next. First, I thank the Almighty for His unwavering guidance in helping us overcome obstacles. To our teachers, your dedication has inspired us to strive for excellence. To our families, your encouragement and love has been a foundation. And to our fellow graduates, thank you for your companionship and for making this journey unforgettable. Through tests, projects, and occasional existential crises about what we are doing with our lives, we have learned some valuable lessons. Success isn't just about perfection. It's about showing up, doing our best, and learning from setbacks. Failure isn't just the end, it is a lesson in disguise. And let's be honest, we all have plenty of those. We also learned that life doesn't always follow a textbook. Sometimes we can't memorize answers. We have to adapt, think on your feet, and move forward, even when the next step isn't clear. And most importantly, we have learned that it's okay to not have everything figured out. No one does. And the key is keep going, and one step at a time. As we step into future, there's no roadmap. But if high school has taught us anything, it's that we can handle whatever comes our way. We are resilient, we are capable, and we are ready. Whether we are heading to college, taking a gap year, or exploring new paths, the world is waiting for us. There will be challenges, setbacks, and doubts, but there will also be opportunities, growth, and success. And remember, success doesn't always look the way we expect. Sometimes it is in the small victories, those moments when we keep pushing forward, even when the things get tough. So friends, let's take what we have learned, the friendships we have made, and the experience we have had, and go out into the world with confidence, kindness, and a bit of humor. Because if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that we are ready. Congratulations, class of 2024-25. The future is ours. Let's make it count. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. We now prepare to bid a heartfelt farewell to the outgoing batch as we light the candles of hope and wisdom for our children, a symbol of their everlasting journey to illuminate their paths of growth and progress. With great humility and pride, I now invite the esteemed head of the institution to step forward and pass on the light of blessings, knowledge, and inspiration to the Class 12 teachers. These teachers.
Dear friends, as you hold these candles in your heart, may they remind you of the light of knowledge, values, and dreams that this school has kindled in your hearts. We request all of you to place these candles carefully and thoughtfully, forming the name of our beloved school, a school that has been your sanctuary of learning, growth, and transformation. Let the symbolic act imprint the school's name, its teachings, and its memories deep within your minds and hearts.
The education and skills imparted here have prepared you not just for exams, but for life itself. May this light guide you to unfold your dreams, overcome challenges, and transform your aspirations into a reality, becoming a beacon of success in whatever field you choose. As you take your next steps into the world, remember that you carry with you not just the knowledge, but the unwavering faith and the blessings of your school. Shine brightly and make your alma mater proud.
Of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. I'm a living angel, something good in everything I आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो, ये दो मुस्कुराहट को, हाय 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 हाय, जाने दो दिल से चले जाने दो, ये दो घबराहट को, बाय 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 बाय। लव यू जिंदगी, लव यू जिंदगी, love you zindagi, love me zindagi। Hey, 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 oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh। हाथ पकड़ के तू मेरा चलते चलते, कभी हाथ छुड़ा के मैं तेरा चल दूं। तू थोड़ी सी टेढ़ी है, मैं थोड़ी सी टेढ़ी है, रात हुए जोड़ी है तेरी मेरी। आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो, कह दो मुस्कुराहट को, हाय 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 हाय, जाने दो दिल से चले जाने दो, कह दो घबराहट को, बाय 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 बाय। Love you zindagi, love you zindagi, love you zindagi, love me zindagi। Hey, 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 love you zindagi, love you zindagi, love me zindagi। Oh, 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 oh,
So our students have formed the name of our beloved school. We have come to the end of today's graduation ceremony. There are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you go, wherever you will be, you will always be a part of ISAS. Kindly stand to attention for the school anthem.
That Indian school I'll sing, proudly praise our alma mater. May it grow
I request all the subject teachers and class teachers of the past as well as the present to please line up to bless the outgoing students of class 12. In an orderly manner to receive the blessings from the guests, special invitees, highly respected parents and teachers.
और